I cannot see the timer.
Yes, sir. Time up, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
up.
okay. I'm stopping. Sorry. So thank you for your patience hearing. Next, it will be Dr. Pradeep Mahanto who will be presenting on managing small people. Dr. Pradeep Mahanto did his MS from PGI Chandigarh and his fellowship on Vitreoretina from Chennai, SN Shankar Nethralaya. He's the founder of Netrajyoti Eye Hospital. Pradeep, you start sharing your screen while I'm introducing you. He's the founder of Netrajyoti Eye Hospital, and he's probably world famous now because of his teaching. He has thousands and thousands of followers in YouTube, and he runs the group called Eye Surgery Worldwide, both in WhatsApp and Telegram. And I am one of his follower as well, and watch his video every day. So thank you, Pradipda, and please start your presentation.
Hello, am I audible, Shogata?
Yes, you are audible.
Shall I use the audio in the video itself? Hello?
Please start. Is visible. Please start.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please share your screen. Please
Your screen
share
has
with
been
audio.
unshared. Your screen has been unshared. Please
Sir,
reshare.
please share with audio, sir.
Share with audio?
Or you can speak. You can speak, Pradipda. You can speak.
Sir, audio inbuilt, sir, video में. Audio inbuilt in video.
Okay,
Sir,
okay.
sir, please stop your sharing. Please share with audio, sir.
Because of the lack of time, it might take time. So probably
Yeah.
it will be
Okay.
better if Dr. Mohan to speak along with the video.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. You can speak.
Yeah. So this is small people without using any people expansion device. Am I audible?
You
Hello?
are audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. So this is without using any device like iris hook or any ring. In such cases, we have to do arexis, which is larger than the size of the people. So we have to go beyond the margin of the people. And then I am using this kind of pre-chopper nowadays. I have no financial interest in this, but this is a very good device. We can pre-chop the nucleus in soft cataracts very easily in such cases. And see how nicely we can pre-chop. And now 2 heminuclei are there. This is 2 pieces of on heminucleus. And now we can easily manage the nucleus. See, as I start emulsifying the pieces, see, people becomes more small. The iris is floppy, but still, since the nucleus is pre-chopped, we can manage the nucleus very nicely in the central 3 millimeter safe zone. The 2 pieces have come. The other heminucleus is still there. You can see that the iris is floppy. And this is the last piece of the nucleus. And the nucleus is managed. The cortical cleanup is done. The intraocular lens is implanted. And now we can use one more instrument to, in such cases, to see if we have left out any cortex, or this is the instrument. This is a Y-shaped retractor. We can call it a Y retractor. And we can see all around 360 degree whether there is any cortex anywhere, or if there is any nuclear piece hidden under the iris anywhere. We can see that. And now let us see how to use iris hooks. I usually use 4 iris hooks in some cases, and sometimes 5, when the pupil is very small, when the iris is very much floppy, as we have observed in the other eye, and if there is any fibrotic band in the pupil, and if there is occlusio pupilli, in such cases, iris hook is very important. In such cases, we may not be able to use a ring, particularly in cases where there is iris is floppy, plus there is some amount of LIDRS. This is how we can use the iris hooks. Just retract the silicone guard, hook the pupillary margin, and then advance this pupillary guard, silicone guard. Durexis and hydro. And now another tip is how to go in. Always we must go bevel down and gently glide over the margin of the pupil. At this time, we should not see that we are not pushing the pupil, and just in some cases, the pupil iris, the antechamber may be shallow. So in such cases, direct chop is much better than the divide and conquer technique. And now this is a direct chop. Bury the tip in the substance of the nucleus and chop. And now, as I chop, I emulsify that small piece, and thus we can prevent that piece going here and there and hitting the corneal endothelium. In this way, we can manage the whole nucleus. And now, as we implant the lens after cortical cleanup, we should remove one iris hook on either side of the main wound. The iris will fall back and the intraocular lens will not push the iris. The intraocular lens can be easily implanted, and then we can remove all other hooks. And now let us see how we can use this device. This is a B-hex ring invented by Dr. Suben Bhattacharjee. And this is the B-hex forceps, 23G forceps, which should be used to use this B-hex ring. This is a slow motion video how to hold the B-hex ring. There's a flange and there is a middle tab. You just hold the middle tab with the B-hex forceps. Don't go beyond the flange. And now one more tip is the device should be totally in the anterior chamber. Here, the trailing flange is stuck in the main wound. So when it happens, we cannot engage the leading flange at on-go. We have to push the trailing flange in the anterior chamber and then inject some more visco. We should use some visco behind the iris to make some room, and then go to the 5 o'clock flange, hold the middle tab, and tuck this under the iris. And now hold the tab at 1 o'clock and tuck this. If the antechamber becomes shallow, we should refill the antechamber with visco. The other flange, which is at 10 o'clock, I use the left side port and left hand. Go to the middle tab, hold it, pull it centrally, and tuck the device. And now the advantage is it is quick. It is quicker than iris hooks. We don't make, in iris hooks, we have to make some stab incisions. We don't have to do that. In fact, in this case, there was only one side port. So only one main incision and one side port we can manage if we use this ring. capsulorhexis is done, hydrodissection is done, and nucleus management is not difficult because the iris is not pulled up. As a routine case, we can complete nucleus management, cortical cleanup is done. And now on TIFF, when we implant the intraocular lens, the leading as well as the trailing haptics should go into the bag at onshot. Otherwise, the trailing haptic may press on the BHEX and there can be problem. And now how to remove it? Just pull it centrally and then come little up and then go peripherally, and all the flanges will disengage, and then we can easily pull it out. So that's it. We can manage all cases in this way. We can either no device or iris hooks or BHEX string.